Hi. How do I wave? Like that? That looks silly. This looks better. I'm like waving at the table.
I can't really wave. Maybe I can wave with my pencil if I just go.
Just scribble on the
Hello. Does that count? It's been a hot minute. I've not streamed in a while. Don't know about you.
No, I haven't either, actually. I don't even know when the last time I streamed on my own channel was. It's been a few weeks. I had deadlines, I had essays, but they're done now.
Yeah.
So I'm back. I'm back to the real world.
In fact, I'm not sure my feed is even coming through properly. Because
Yeah, it's
my
frozen on my
scribble
end.
wave didn't come up.
I fear Discord is maybe a little bit frozen.
Is that?
Give it a minute. It will come back. But hello everyone. Welcome in. Third. Yes,
Stop
we got
streaming.
third.
Start.
Hello Flower. Hello Lucy. Hello Schwally. Welcome in, guys. Oh no, frozen computers
How
could
are we
never
all
be me.
doing?
Yeah, my Discord freezes a lot. This is a recurring problem. Hopefully I'll be getting that fixed soon.
It's fine. It's not only half of our stream. It's alright.
It's fine. I'm here. That's what matters.
I think this does mean though I can get away with doing no work, is what that means.
Until it unfreezes, but it normally doesn't take long to unfreeze. Just bear with.
No, I did a load of tiny details while it was frozen. That's why you can't tell anything happened.
We can see Becca's mouse. Oh, there we go. Wait, is it back? Try moving now.
I refreshed the stream.
There you go. Now it's working. It's moving again.
I'm wiggling.
Yeah,
there
it's
we
wiggling.
go. That was my hello. That's me waving my
That's how you
pencil.
wave. Yeah, you can always see my mouse on top because it just kind of shares the Discord screen, and apparently that means you can see my mouse. But sometimes Discord do just freeze, and it's just kind of rude. I'm sleepy. Girl, me too. But I feel like I'm always sleepy at the moment. I was up until like 5 a.m. last night. I could not sleep.
I have two very poorly children. Oh no, I hope the kids are alright. Send my love and well wishes to all in the family. All the family. I don't know. Right, something I was dying to talk to you about, but I was like, wait, let's chat with stream about this.
Right, I feel like I'm about to be confronted. Is this an intervention?
No, this is a rant.
Okay.
Brace yourselves.
Okay,
So,
I'm braced.
Did anyone go... I did not, but I have heard the news. Did anyone go and see the new Lilo and Stitch live-action movie?
I have not seen it yet.
Seen many comments and many thoughts.
You have opinions.
And I wrote my dissertation on Lilo and Stitch. I have a lot to say. And I know the film's going to make me mad. I haven't even seen it, but I literally refuse to, from what I have heard. It is bad. They have changed the story so much. They have cut out the main villain. Apparently Gandu is not even in it. They made Jumba the villain.
Isn't he a good guy?
Yeah. Well, he's the evil scientist, but he he comes around in the end.
Yeah.
And the film ends. Now, plug your ears if you don't want spoilers, but if you don't want spoilers, spoiler, it's a terrible film. Don't go and pay for it in cinema. If you want to see it, wait. Just don't give Disney money.
Or just watch the original Lilo and Stitch.
Or just watch the original because it's a perfect film. I can tell you.
And there's like 3 or 4 movies, isn't there?
On it. Yeah, and they're all amazing. They're all amazing. So much life and soul. Yeah, people are fuming. Don't pay to see this movie. If you are planning to, just don't. Go watch Lilo and Stitch 2002. Amen to that, Schwally. The general consensus on the TikToks that I'm seeing is there is no Lilo and Stitch live action movie. And then just a picture of the lady from Ba Sing Se being like, there is no war in Ba Sing Se. There is no Lilo and Stitch movie. It doesn't, live action, it doesn't exist as far as I'm aware. I don't think I ever want to see it. But spoilers, for those who don't care about that, incoming, is your warning. At the end of the film, Nani gives up Lilo to Child
Oh yeah, I did
Services
hear this.
to go and study marine biology in mainland America.
What?
Which makes
Why?
no sense, because marine biology is apparently a degree that you can study for free in Hawaii because they have a booming marine biology, like, community because they're fucking islands in the sea. And, Ohana means family. But family means I'm gonna give you up to child services, apparently.
What the fuck?
It's just, what?
Oh. Yeah, what the fuck? I did hear about that.
It's utterly, yeah, it's just, okay, just take it, like, literally I can barely remember my dissertation, I will be honest, but I'm pretty sure I wrote most of it about, like, the message of found family. And like it was about like so the whole message of Lilo and Stitch, it's just completely undercut at the end of the film, which is just heartbreaking as someone who that was my childhood movie.
Yeah,
that was my childhood movie.
Stitch,
like,
your little Stitch toy came everywhere with you.
He went around the world with us.
Yeah, and then you lost him at one point, and Mum and Dad bought a replacement that looked exactly like him.
Yep, because I had a meltdown.
Yep.
Yep. Pretty much.
The way they've been butchering recent live actions making me anxious for the Tangled one. Real. I'm so scared. Please don't ruin my favourite movie. They've already ruined yours. Don't do it to mine.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I kind of just hope they don't do it, because I keep seeing rumours about it being cancelled and then not cancelled and then cancelled again, and I'm like, can you just make up your mind if you're doing it or not?
Gee, do you have an echo effect on your mic, or is my Twitch being weird? I don't, is anyone else
I'm not hearing
echo
anything.
from me? Maybe it was the yelling, I don't know. Do I need to move that a bit? Here, I can calm down. I've got the main rant out of the way.
My entire fucking wedding is Tangle themed. They better not. That is so slow. That is such a good wedding theme.
Yeah, no, I just... Like, we have not had a good track record with any of these Disney live-action movies. I just don't understand who is still paying to go see them, because it's the people that are paying to see them in the box office opening weekend. They're the ones that are funding the future ones.
Yeah.
You know, apparently this film has still made, like, millions. How and why? I don't understand. Because have we not learnt to not give money to things that we don't want to keep existing? I don't get it. Who's paying to go see these movies?
Well, it's the same thing that happened with the bloody Minecraft movie. I thought we all decided that we hated the fact that it was live action and we weren't going to go see it. And then all of a sudden, everyone's going to see it. And I'm like, I thought we all agreed we weren't going to go see this movie because we didn't want to support it. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and then I hear of people going to see it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see it in the end. I don't know if it was good, but I did hear good things about it in the end. But yeah, it's...
I still completely object to the fact that they made the Minecraft movie live action. I've seen pictures from it, and I think they made the villagers look creepy as fuck. I think most of the animals look creepy as fuck. I think it makes no sense. I think it's Jumanji Part 2. They've still got Jack Black for some reason. Why? Why make Minecraft live action? They could have done what they did with the Mario movie and made it animated and made it beautiful, but they just didn't, and I don't understand. The Mario movie was great. Why didn't they learn from that? Why did they make it live action? I can't get over it.
I think annoyingly, too much hate is being directed to the people who are making this content, and not enough hate is going towards the people who are paying for it to keep existing.
Yeah.
Stop going to see these shitty live action films, or we will keep getting more.
Yeah. They're gonna keep going until they've remade every movie.
Stop giving them attention. Yeah.
No.
Just don't give them your money, and then they can't afford to keep making this crap, and they'll have to do something else, which is what we also desperately want. Stop remaking childhood beloved favorites.
Genuinely,
we have them. They already exist. We can just watch them again. Genuinely, I would rather pay for them to just put the original Lilo and Stitch on the big screen. I'd go watch that. Like,
I like some of them
remastered or something. Like, come on.
I've not seen many of the live actions. I've seen the Cinderella one, which was a long time ago, and that one was alright. I've seen the Little Mermaid one. Again, that one was decent, but the entire time I was thinking I think I'd rather just be watching the original. Yeah. They're okay. I just don't think they're worth all the money that's being put into them, and I'd much rather they make cool animated movies. Like, you can still cast these big shot, like, actors, these big shot names that sell seats and tickets, but just have them as voice actors. They don't have to be live action actors in these films. Just go back to animating, please. Yeah.
It's the underappreciation of animation as a craft. I think that bugs me the most. Everyone wants to move to the, AI and upgraded everything look 3D and hyper realistic, but we don't need that. There's so much beauty in simplification of everything, and like styles, and just let people express themselves. Things don't have to be like hyper realism. Is obviously it can be beautiful, but like. And I have mad respect for artists who can do that, but at the same time, there's still so much place for like not.
You know what animated thing I am excited for that's coming up? Freaking new season of Phineas and Ferb.
Really?
Yeah, man. New season of Phineas and Ferb coming out. They've got most of the same original cast, so Ashley Tisdale is still playing Candace.
Brilliant.
Yeah, although they don't have Thomas Brady Sangster as Ferb anymore, but I can get over it. It's okay. I'll forgive. But yeah, and the same girl that voiced Isabella is still voicing her. And like I follow her on TikTok, and she's been like posting about it, and like, oh, I'm so excited.
That is cool. Gee, what are your thoughts on Avatar: The Last Airbender live action? The movie didn't exist. The series, I have mixed feelings on. But mostly positive. Like, again, did it need to exist? No. The original is great. Make more stuff in the original universe, which they are doing. There's a new season going to be based on an earthbending Avatar, which I'm very excited about. Very excited about. But I think a lot of it was really well done. Like, I think the actors did a good job. Like, I think the guy who played Sokka, brilliant. And I think the characters they cast, like the actors they cast for their characters, I think were all great. And like, it was a nice homage to the original show. But I think that some of the things that they cut out of the story really ended up butchering some of the characters. Mainly, in my mind, Katara, I think, was particularly underdone. Like, I think her character got very much watered down. She's a waterbender, lol. But I think her as a person, like, she is such a strong female character in that show, and I think she got watered down a bit, and I think like her conclusion in the story, and just the way they did it, just I can't think of the exact words that came to mind at the time because my memory is so poor, and a while ago. It was a while ago, obviously I saw it when it was coming out, but I just remember that the whole like feminism thing in the Water Tribe bit at the end, I just think was not done as well. I can't remember specifically why. If I was to rewatch it, I could probably give you more better points on it. But I just think Katara got done dirty mainly, and she's one of my favorite female characters. Like, she's a great character. And I just I think they didn't do her well. I just feel like they did live actions and kept everything the same. It would be better. I enjoy seeing my favorite stories in real life. That's my opinion anyway. I think some people still do. Yeah, no, I get that.
I think but some of them are decent. It's just sometimes they just ruin them.
I also just think I would rather see something new. I'd rather see something new than the same thing. You know, I think to recreate the same thing, like, you'll never make the exact same thing again when you translate it into a different medium, because there'll be different complications. That, you know, there's some things that can only really be done in animation because it's magic and it's not real, right? And you try and make that live action, it's never going to look quite right because it's not real. You can't make magic look real because it's not. Like, there's always going to be that issue in every Disney adaptation, in every adaptation of something that was originally a cartoon. It was originally a cartoon for a reason. Animals don't talk. Magic isn't real. Sorry to break your heart, folks. It breaks my heart too. But,
what the fuck?
Like, this is where animation comes in. Oh, my chair's really creaky. I don't know if it's like picking up on the mic.
I can't hear it. Feelings on casting actors who go against what the original characters look like. I think most of the time it's not a problem. If anything, all of the time it's not a problem. I think a lot of the time people act like the person's like race and stuff is more important to the character than it is, and it's just not.
Percy Jackson, for example. Yeah.
Like, I saw people complaining about the casting announcement for Lenore Dove in the new Hunger Games movie, because in the book she was described as having like red tinted hair, and they've casted a girl that's got black hair and it is black, and people were like, oh, it's not accurate to the book, and it's like, and it wasn't important to the story. It was just one line in the book that described her hair as being slightly red. Like, it doesn't actually matter for the character, so why do we care?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. That's my
I agree. I think it's much more important that the actor can get the character's vibe and personality and their mannerisms. I think that is so much more important than their face being exactly the same. Another more recent example is The Last of Us. The Last of Us Season 2 is out, which is based on The Last of Us 2, the second game. The character, and I saw an interview on why they did this. Basically, the character of Abby, who very much got so much hate in the second game because there's so many just toxic gooners, horrible community of those types of games who are like, oh, she's not pretty, like, I wouldn't fuck her, therefore she's a terrible character. In the game, she is quite a strong butch female. And in the casting of the show, she is quite a dainty, small female who's very different. But she has the same vibe, energy, like presence as the character. And that, I think, is so much more important. And I saw the director talking about why they made that change in the casting. Like, why didn't they go for someone with the same stature? And he said nothing about all the bullying that the character originally got, which I was like, good, because that shouldn't have been taken into account at all. But basically it came down to the translation between gameplay and film. In the game, it was important for the character of Abby to be different to Ellie because of they wanted two different styles of gameplay. Ellie is basically a sneaky, stealthy character, and they wanted a strong character to... When they switch the story between the two different ones, you're playing different gameplay. They have different approaches to fighting. It feels like you're playing a different character, and that was what was important. But obviously, in the film, you don't need that. You don't, there's no gameplay. You don't need the character to feel different. You just need them to feel different in terms of personality and being a different character. So they casted someone who could give the same vibes, but didn't necessarily look exactly the same as the original. And I think that was a really good way to go about it. They cast someone who could play the role, but not looked like a photocopied version of her. And I think that, that's the sort of thing you should consider. Can they play this character? Not do they look like them?
Yeah. And I think it's also helpful for representation as well. Like, I know that, like, with The Little Mermaid, when they casted a black actress, and it was like, we don't have many black princesses for young black girls to look up to. There's like 2 or 3, and the original Little Mermaid still exists. If you are if you're white and relate to the original Ariel, that's great. And if you're black and you relate to the live action Ariel, that's also great. It just means that everyone feels more included. I don't think, like, it doesn't take away from the original movie, and it also just allows more representation for more people. I don't think it's a problem. Yeah. That's my humble opinion on it. I was a little, because they announced one of the actors for the new Hunger Games movie, and they casted an Asian actor for a character that a lot of people assumed would be black. I'm not really sure why, but I also got the impression that the character was darker skinned from reading the book. I'm not quite sure why, to be honest. I feel like there was some kind of description at one point, but I don't know. The only reason I'm a little bit, like, wary of this casting is because that character that they've cast an Asian actor for is the one character that's really good at maths, and I'm like, I hope they're not just stereotyping here.
Yeah.
I hope, but, like, I don't know. I've heard different takes on whether or not people think it's good or not, but at the end of the day, if he can play the character well, he's been given the casting for a reason. I hope it's a good reason. I hope he's good at playing the role, and that's all that matters, in my opinion.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally, the quality of the writing in the action Avatar and the dialogue in particular was like pulling teeth. Yeah, I have vague memories of the dialogue being ugh. But again, that's not down to the actors, but the actors get the hate. Like a bad film most often starts at the script. If the script is not good, the film will not be good. Like, the script is where it begins, and it carries throughout the entire production process. Like, I studied film, this was very much hammered into us. The script is the most important part of the filmmaking process. Because everyone else gets the blame if the script isn't good.
Yeah.
Like, and the poor actors get the brunt of it for if their dialogue is bad. They're being told what to say. They have no say in that most of the time.
Their job is to say what they've been told to say as best they can.
Yeah.
They just got to work with what they're given, unfortunately. Yeah, I did feel that way a little bit about XOK at times. I feel like the writing and the script, like, dialogue, let them down at some points, and it was a little bit cringy.
I struggled to watch it at times because the dialogue was very cringe. I'm sorry, I know you love it.
I do love it. I loved it regardless. But yeah, I did, at times, I'm like, why are they talking like that? No one talks like that.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited for season 3. Mainly because I just want to know how it ends. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll probably still watch the final season. Yeah. You made me watch it, so now I gotta finish it. How do we feel about it? Just, do we think this needs much shading? Like, I feel like the simple shapes, if anything, this is basically done. I assume we put like a background so it's more of a stamp over the image, unless you want it to be more transparent.
I'd probably put a background to it just so that it doesn't blend in with the background too much and you can see all of the elements of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually mentioned what I'm doing yet, by the way, guys. I'm trying to make a trinket dish version of our lily pad coasters. So I'm kind of experimenting and doing this without a pattern. I'm trying to make this, like, raised at the edges. But I'm nearly round to the full circle. I don't know if I'm going to do another round or not. I might do. I'm thinking about it. Oh. Do 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 do.
What colour should the stamp be? Should it be white and then I change the text colour?
Maybe like what colours are in our thingy again? My instinct was like purple, but then that would blend in with the chest probably too much.
I could do the blue, maybe. I've not used the blue.
Yeah.
Or the green.
I'd maybe put like a, Oh, I liked the green. The greeny turquoise. I feel like the green and the purple really like help each other stand out.
It's just because green and purple are your favourite colours.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they also do just help each other stand out. I'm not wrong. I think. I would maybe have some kind of, what's the word? Lines around the craft stream words to make them like more bold and stick out. Like a black border around them or something. If you know what I mean. I don't know.
I feel like the white against the thing is enough, honestly. Like, if I'm zooming right out, it's still... I can still read that. Like, that's like thumbnail size. Probably like that.
I just felt like it would make it more bold.
I'll give it a go.
See what it looks like. Honestly, with movies and books and stuff, I think I'm just easy to please. If the vibes are good, I'll probably enjoy it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I did still enjoy the Avatar, I think, in the end. For the same thing, like, it was fan service, because I'm a fan of Avatar. I am a fan, and I was pleased overall. I also struggle to take away, like, when you study film and TV for 3 years, it becomes very hard to not look at film and TV critically, because your brain got trained to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hearing this echo. Am I echoing out of your headphones or something? Is that what's happening?
I'm hearing. Should I move my microphone further away? I've moved it a little bit.
Maybe.
Does that help?
Because I'm like, how am I hearing myself? Because I'm obviously watching the stream, but I have it muted. Because I don't want to hear myself. But yeah, I think as long as the heart and soul of the movie is still there, I think you did a good adaptation in the end, which is how I feel about the Avatar. I feel like the heart and soul of Avatar was still conveyed in the series. In Lilo and Stitch, it sounds like it has not been.
Yeah.
So
my least favorite live action adaptation of all time was the Death Note movie.
That was awful.
Oh, it was the worst thing ever made.
So bad. Yeah.
It upset me as well that they took the actual Death Note off of Netflix and put that piece of crap on Netflix instead. So whenever anyone looked up Death Note on Netflix, they'd find that. That's what upset me the most. But I think the original Death Note is back on Netflix now though, at least.
Good.
I saw that the other day. I was like, ooh. Death Note is my favorite anime, so how dare they fucking ruin it by making the most terrible movie I've ever seen in my life.
Classic.
So
if
good.
anyone's thinking of getting into anime, Death Note. Death Note. It's very good.
It's so good. I rewatched it recently because I was making Cal watch it, and it's so good.
It falls off after a certain character's death, in my opinion, but I also still think the ending is good.
The ending is still worth getting to, yeah.
Yeah. I just know in my rewatches sometimes I don't often get past that certain death because it's not as good for like a good few episodes after that.
Yeah.
Oh, another show I'd say rewatched, but I also realized I never got to the final season that I saw recently is What We Do in the Shadows. So fucking good. It's genuinely, if you need something to binge, What We Do in the Shadows. It's a sitcom about vampires living in the modern day, and it's so funny. It's also one of those shows that when you watch it, you're like, I've heard this sound on TikTok. There's so many, like,
Yeah.
voice lines that you probably have heard before and you didn't know where it came from, sort of thing.
Yeah. I feel like that happens with fucking every show these days that I watch. I'm like, oh, that's from TikTok.
Yeah. You really are the most dearest bastard in New York City.
I'm struggling to get around this
pal.
corner on the trinket dish, but I'm nearly there. It's fiddly. Oh my god, I keep not grabbing a piece before going in. There you go. My favourite anime was Fairy Tail. Yeah, I never got around to watching that one because it's so long.
Yeah, it's one of the big boys. Likewise. The only, like, big anime that I ever watched was Naruto, but I never finished it either. Because I forgot what episode it was on, and fuck me if I was going to rewatch it. I think I got like 50 episodes in.
Do we think that is deep enough for a trinket dish, or do we think I should do another round? I kind of want to go around again.
Depends what trinkets are going in the trinket dish.
Well,
you can always go around again, and then if it feels too big, just pull it out.
Yeah, true. I always imagine trinket dishes being used to keep rings in. So, there you go. Here we go. Let's imagine some rings in the trinket dish. Ta-da!
Does it trinket?
It does.
My trinkets.
My trinkets. Please for my trinkets. Fuck, I'm going around again.
I never finished it either, but I love what I saw. Yeah, I think the thing with the big animes like Naruto and stuff is that you'll have like 10 episodes that are just like one fight. Which is like, oh
no, this feels too tall. I feel like it needs to be a single crochet. I'm gonna do single crochet. Oh, my foot's itching.
Oh, so when I was watching I watched the Dan and Phil Terrible Influence tour last night, and I can't not hear all the music like in the background. I'm echoing again, by the way.
I don't know why, King. I've moved my microphone.
I don't know, but I'm hearing my voice out of your input somehow.
I need to turn it like down in my ears a little bit, maybe. There we go. Does that help? Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Terrible. Say it to my face, you want to influence me. So true. Freaking banger.
Have they put that on Spotify? Because they should.
I think so.
But yeah, I'm also always hearing these songs in like the background of their videos as well. And obviously they use their own music, but I use their music in streams so much that like it just immediately sticks out to me.
Yeah. Oh, Becca, I miss it. Same. Like when I was watching the recording the other day, I was like, oh, I miss being there. It was so good. It's definitely a lot better in person than watching watching on YouTube, but that's obviously like
I reckon expected. The atmosphere was most of it, right?
Yeah. I still can't believe I fumbled what I wanted to say when meeting them. Yeah, it's scary. Meeting people scares the shit out of me. I don't blame you.
I am amazed you could both do it. I honestly have had so many terrible interactions with peoples that I'm a fan of that I have now resounded to I'm just not doing it anymore.
Yeah. You know who I do want to freaking meet, though? Freaking Toad at Nintendo World in Japan. Oh my god, I keep seeing videos of him on my TikTok. He's the cutest little guy ever. Have you not seen? I've been sending you these TikToks. No. He's so cute. He, like, dances with people. And people make him angry, and then he starts, like, stamping his feet. It's the funniest thing ever. Like, someone told him that they prefer Yoshi, and he got all mad at them. It was so funny. Bro, you need to watch the TikToks I've been sending you. They're so funny. They're so good. Like,
my inbox has gotten so big, it's overwhelming.
It was a lovely introduction, though. They were so kind. They were so lovely. Yoshi is goated, though. True. I am a Toad main, though, on Mario Kart, so I just feel like I need to meet Toad and tell him that he's my main and that I always play with him. And I love him, and he's the best.
I feel like meeting characters at Disney, though, is a different vibe to obviously meeting the real person.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's probably always going to go well because they are just playing the character, whereas obviously meeting the actor or meeting the influencer, they're never going to be the exact same person as they are in their content.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when met Emma Blackery at Comic-Con, and Rachel stepped on her shoelace and undid her shoelace when we were taking a picture. She was so pissed. You could tell she was so tired and so done because I think it was the Sunday. And we were like the first ones there, and she just her face.
Oh no.
That was such an awkward interaction. Like, it was just a simple mistake, but obviously because she had no spoons left, she just couldn't, like...
I feel like she also probably has resting bitch face like me, so she probably wasn't actually that pissed. She's probably just tired. I'm a Yoshi main, not Isabelle. Valid.
Very awkward.
Isabelle's a solid choice. Oh, I might be meeting Isabelle soon. Going to the Animal Crossing Sea Life thing. At Sea Life in Brighton.
Aww.
And I'm hoping Isabelle and Tom Nook will be there. I'll get to meet them. That meet and greet I'm excited for.
Weird sentence. It's such a weird sentence.
Yeah.
Tom Nook's gonna be there. Huh? The fuck?
I'll tell him I paid off all my loans. He'll be so proud of me. Oh, I missed the Sea Life thing in Manchester. I had no one to go with. Yeah, me and Mia are, like, forcing ourselves to do it because it's literally right after we get back from Paris next week. And we were like, oh, we're going to be so tired, but we don't want to miss it. So Mia's coming down to Brighton so that we can go to it together. But I'm going to vlog it. You'll see it in the vlog eventually. I'm going to try and catch up on vlogs over summer. So hopefully we'll get more frequent vlogs coming out over summer. That's the goal. I have so many vlogs to catch up on. Also, like, I'm missing the J-Hope movie. Yeah, I also saw about that, and I think I'm gonna be fucking busy that weekend anyway. Unless the thing that I'm seeing gets cancelled. But at the moment, I have, like, in theory, plans for that weekend that the J-Hope movie's happening, so I probably won't be able to see that either. Why is it only on one day? It's actually so rude. Basically, he's putting his concert in the cinemas, like the recording of his concert in the cinema, but only for a day. And I'm like, well,
okay.
I'm busy that day. It's kind of annoying. Can't you have it in there for at least a week? Sea Life vlog coming 2027? Yeah, probably. I've still got vlogs from 2024 that I haven't posted yet, so we're getting there slowly. I want to catch up. I've maybe got like 4 vlogs and then I'll be caught up, so just bear with me. It's a live stream? Oh, that makes more sense then. But still, can't they just like keep the live stream up in the cinema for a bit longer than that? So I can watch it afterwards.
I mean, what a load of things I've noticed, at least in terms of YouTube creators, seem to be doing is they'll do the live screening. This is what Dan and Phil did, I'm pretty sure. They did like a live ticketed screening, and then they've just released it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad they did that. I saw a lot of people complaining about the price of that live ticketed stream, and I was like, guys, just wait. They'll probably get released anyway, and then it did. Like...
Yeah.
I'd go alone, but I'd be too scared to sing along and fangirl on my own. No, but you so should, though. Just do it. Just own it.
Going to the cinema alone is not as scary as it seems. I've done it.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. Take yourself on a date.
Yeah. Buy yourself some flowers as well.
I can buy myself flowers.
Flowers. Write my name in the sand. I'm at the fiddly corner part again. This bit's a struggle.
We've applied to another potential in-person market, so that's exciting.
Well, 2 technically.
What was the other one?
Well, actually, no. We're technically waiting back from 3.
Are we?
Yeah. Well, there's the one that we got added to the group chat for. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the one we were talking about just before stream, and then there's the one that we did last year that we might be doing again. There's your clues. There's your 3 hints, guys, to each of the 3 potential markets we have coming up, except the second one doesn't help because you don't know what we were talking about before stream. But...
Yeah.
Nor do you know what group chat we've been added to. So only the last one was really an actual hint that might allow you guys to guess what it is.
Yeah. I reckon we're in for that one, though.
Yeah.
And if we're not, I'm gonna riot.
Yeah. Do-do.
That one's not till, like, November, though, so it's not really a...
Yeah, it's October, I think.
Get hyped for that now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've done it.
More excited for England's Medieval Festival. Lucy, you coming to that one? I feel like that one's also your vibe.
Yeah. It's probably very far away for Lucy, but plenty of time to plan.
Yeah, true.
To come down.
But you can camp. You can camp on site.
Or you can get a hotel. All works. Okay. What do we think? I don't know how I feel about it, like, curving round. I thought that it would go more, like, straight up, but I guess it kind of has to curve because it's a circle. What do we think? I'll put a little bee in it.
It's still cute. A little bee? Oh, bee?
Oh, bee? This bee just lives on my desk now.
Bee?
Why is my camera slightly blurry? Let me mess with the focus.
If any of my D&D players are lurking right now, close your ears. But I've been reading the Wild Beyond the Witchlight book because that's the campaign I'm going to be running. And there's a character that it's essentially one of their guides when they're traveling through the Feywild later on. And he's just like a dandelion.
Oh.
With, like, his head is the dandelion flower, and then, like, his arms and legs are just like leaves. And he has a little companion that he's in love with that he rescued from a beekeeping cyclops, and her name is Pollinella. And I'm like, oh,
that's such a cute name.
Yeah, all the characters in this world book are so cute, and I'm finding it so hard not to talk about it to my players. So hard.
Wait, so are you
I'm
running your own campaign again?
I'm going to be, yeah, but it's not. It's going to be from a book.
Right.
Oh, CJ was here. That was close. I won't talk about it anymore. It's safe now. Sorry, it just made me think of it though because you mentioned about a bee.
Fair.
And I made little things for the. I want to talk about it so bad.
Don't. Not allowed.
I can't. I'll have to resign to talking about it the week after the sessions, I think. But when the players have seen the craft I made, I'll post the craft in the craft chat. But I've been making some crafts for the campaign.
Just look.
I was making them last night while watching the
6-hour public transport journey on 4 trains and a bus. Jesus Christ.
Oh. Welcome back, Chris.
Welcome back.
Thanks for muting. I wasn't sure if anyone was here, but I'm glad I said the warner. The what?
The Warner?
What
Warning.
The warmer? Warning. That's the word I'm looking for. Jesus.
Yeah, even by car, it's a long way for you, I think they say. It's a shame. It's so damn far. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I need to make the little flower. And then I guess I'll just make coasters. I don't know. What do we think, chat? It curves in more than I would like it to. I want it to be like more standing up. But it won't do it.
Maybe you can block it in some way.
Maybe. How would you block something 3D like this?
Next question. I feel like you said you had something you wanted to talk about, and then like I just went on a complete live action rant right at the start.
I actually don't remember.
Nice.
No, I was also thinking that a second ago. I was like, I swear I had something I was going to talk about, but I can't remember what it was.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to turn my fan on. Let me know if it's picking up on the mic. But I'm warm.
Is it on now?
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
Then neither can they.
It's cute. It looked nice with a pink flower on it. Yeah, I'll make the flower now and we'll see how it looks. How many petals do I normally do on these flowers? Oh, whoops, sorry. 6, okay. That's 3.
Okay. What about that?
Yeah, I think it does help.
I don't see much difference personally. I guess. Yeah, alright, I'll give you that.
So.
Do we want any shading? Or I feel like it almost doesn't really need it. Because it's got all the little shapes are going to be quite small anyway.
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Oh, yawning. Oh, I still didn't finish my tea before. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 6. Do. I guess I can yap about the fact I'm freaking going to Paris next week. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. That is fun.
A week today, I will be being French.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. That's all I know how to say.
We do have a French guy in chat, if Schwally's still about. If he's got any recommendations for you.
Oh, yeah. If you have recommendations for places to go for, like, lunch and dinner, that's something we need to figure out still. So we have no idea where we want to go eat, and we don't want to eat somewhere terrible. Last time we went, there was a particular restaurant we went to, and the food was kind of terrible, so we want to be more careful this time. That's crazy, my friend is currently in Paris. Whoa.
Is it because TwitchCon is this weekend? And I believe TwitchCon is
not in Paris.
Isn't it?
No.
Or is it? Oh no, it's Amsterdam! Is Amsterdam this one?
Yeah, if I was in Paris, I would have known.
I was getting it mixed up. Wasn't it in Paris last?
It was in Paris when I went before.
Time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's why
I want them to bring TwitchCon to London, then I'll go. But if it's not in London, I just don't really want to travel for it.
Yeah, same. Like, I'd love to meet some streamer friends, but I just plane ticket to do so. Ugh, don't know about that.
I've also just found that like the other conventions I've been to recently were just like a bit better than TwitchCon. Like Comic-Con is better. Insomnia was better. So was TwitchCon,
yeah, I really want to go to. I wanted to go to UK Games Expo, but that's also this weekend, and it is in Birmingham. It's basically the board game convention. And one year I'd really like to go. It just wasn't this year for me financially, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm going to try out colouring some of the lines just to see what that looks like, because I did on this version of the chest and I really like how it came out.
Yeah, need recs for restaurants in Paris that people recommend. And things that are like near the other big things, like things near the Tower and near the Arc de Triomphe and near the Louvre, because we keep finding things that we want to do, but they're like miles away from the other things that we're already planning on doing. And it's like, we don't want to spend the entire day just walking around trying to find stuff. So if anything near other things would be nice. And when I say near, I mean like less than 10 minutes away by foot and not like an hour by foot, which a lot of the things are.
I almost feel like I need to keep the black lines for this, actually. We may just go with black. I'm not normally a black line art fan, but I feel like for a thumbnail it's just going to be better, isn't it?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with the black. I think we're done then. How do we feel about the shape?
Looking good. Yeah, I think it looks like a paint splat, which is nice and fitting. Because craft supplies, you know, fitting.
Yeah.
So, it works.
Alrighty. Tick that off the
Alrighty.
list.
Well, we're only an hour into stream and we started a little bit early, so you can do the other thing.
Well, I'm done, so GG.
No, keep going.
Over. Oh. That's fine, I got other things as well. I was thinking about doing another colour version of this, because people said that they wanted a blue one.
Fair. Could do.
I wonder if I need to swap the colour around on the text. That will make it stand out more. Because my problem when I printed these before is just the text. You can't really read it from far away, so I think I might have to go with light text and dark outline. Yeah. I do need to take a quick break.
P-break?
A quick break?
Oh,
apologies. I'll leave a time lapse going, so there's still something going on. Alright, back in a sec.
Okay. Hi, chat. How we doing? Hello, it's me. Hello, mother. Welcome in. George has just gone to piss. I am making a lily pad trinket dish. What do we think? Would you want to put your trinkets in this dish? Such as your bee, or your panda, or... well, the trinkets don't have on my desk. Or your strawberry. Or your mushroom. Or your little crystal duck. I love how many trinkets I have within reach. I have another strawberry, actually. Here you go. What else do I have? I have a crystal. I have a lot of stationery. I think that's all my trinkets that I have within reach. Okay, let me put them back. I'm just making the flower to go on it. I'm driving back from Norfolk. Have you put us on in the car? If so, how are you texting right now? Stop it. Stop texting and driving. Okay. Flower has been flowered. It needs its little bead. Yeah, I need to make more of these lily pads in general. So after I've finished this, I'm gonna just crochet the shit out of a lot of lily pads. Yes, I'm stopped at a service station, but just start to leave. Okay, that's good. Don't text and drive. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-dam, bam, bam. Where's my test tube? There it is. Where's my needle? Not in there. Where's my needle? There it is. It's in here. Or play Pokemon. Yes, stop it. That giggle was too, like, guilty. Give me the thread. Give it to me. Okay. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Guys, we've been keeping up the consistent launches every 2 weeks for quite a while now. I'm actually quite proud of us. How long have we been doing it? We've been doing it since February. And we're in May. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2, 16 weeks. We've been doing it for 4 months. It's kind of crazy.
Beck.
Hello.
Oh, Beck's mum's in chat. Hello. Hello, Beck's mum. Not my mum, of course. Beck's mum.
Look, this was before you started streaming, but she changed her name for that.
No, fair. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Oh, speaking of Pokemon and driving, mother, I put that auto-catching Pokemon bracelet in the Amazon
that's just a fucking cheat
basket.
bracelet, though. I saw that.
Yeah,
That's
but if
so
it stops her
cheating.
playing Pokemon while driving, I think it's better. If our mum dies in a car crash because she was playing Pokemon Go, it will just be devastatingly embarrassing. Yeah. How did your mum die playing Pokemon Go? It's not a good way to go, Ma. Stop it.
That's so good. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, are you talking about the launches? I was mentioning the launches. It's probably that. Yeah, I was saying we've been doing our friggin' launches every 2 weeks for 4 months now, George.
Yeah, let's go. Look at us doing things, making stuff.
Yeah, I've been kind of putting on the Etsy page when they are, in the like recent announcements. So the next one is on the 5th of June.
Yep.
Do we want to say what it is? We might as well. It's 2 new stickers.
They're on screen right now.
Yeah. So true.
But yeah, it will be this sticker and this one.
Yeah. 2 gaming ones. Gaming stickers. For the gamers.
They're gonna
low key, the I played a win thing.
Colorway, actually.
I was gonna say it could be a good little greeting card of some kind, but I don't know how you'd make it into a card, actually. I'm trying to think of a way it would work.
I think this guy is still one of our... he's our most popular sticker in the coop.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Makes me want to do more ghosties. Maybe later in the year.
Yeah, when it gets closer to, like, Halloween. Because we've got our launches planned up until 3rd of July right now. So we need launches for the rest of July onwards for the rest of the year.
Yeah, well, don't forget we're going to be doing a clay sesh between now and then, I think,
Oh,
right?
so true, yeah. We should have lots of things coming from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we came up with a system of doing every 2 weeks. Because initially, when we said that, I was like, 2 weeks? I feel like it should be like every week. But then I was like, no, that's too much. Every 2 weeks makes sense.
Yeah, it's a good... 2 weeks is a good pace, I think, for our workflow. Because it also gives us a chance to, like, if we obviously have other stuff going on. Which we always do.
Yeah. Especially getting into summer, I feel like we tend to get quite busy.
Yeah. Though it is a good time for taking product pictures, I will say. It does make it easier. Right. I was going to try and change these colours around. What layer is it on? It's the real question. There. Let's do it the cheat way. Teehee.
Should I have put it a little bit more over? I may have only pulled into the service station to catch a sob like the power sob. Wow. Wow. Classic.
Not even surprised.
Do you think? I feel like
you pulled over for a sobble though. Like, was that really worth it?
I already know that she's trying to evolve her cub fur. I can tell you that's the reason. You have to do like 30 water type power spots or raids to evolve them. And there's been like no water type raids going on at the moment. It's just been a struggle. There was a few at first. I've done like 3. There were like Squirtle ones around, and then now there's only been like big water raids that I've not been able to do by myself. Okay, I'm moving this flower over a little bit. I managed to untie it. Oh, my legs are going to sleep. I want it to go like more there, I think. Do. Do. Oh, I've been told by Mia to tell you to send her a gift on Pokemon, by the way, because apparently you and her are really close to best friends on Pokemon, and she wants the XP.
Wait, me?
Yeah. Apparently you need to send Mia a gift on Pokemon.
I haven't opened the app since Legoland.
Bruh.
Or whenever the last raid was that you bullied me into doing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I added the flower gamers. What do we think now? Would we trinket in this dish?
I'd trinket in that dish.
Yeah. Slay. Well, it's made. It can be taken pictures of. I probably will just make coasters for the rest of the stream though, so that we can get
we need more lily pads in the coop.
Yeah,
the coop love the lily pads.
Well. Yeah, they've sold out in the coop a few times now, haven't they? It's crazy.
Yep. Oh, I bought the cutest thing in the coop the other day. I find it so hard to resist. The worst thing was, bro, someone took something off their shelf that I was like, oh, that'd be such a good gift for you. And then obviously when your birthday came around, I forgot about it because it wasn't on the shelf. And then they've popped it back and I'm like, bruh, that's what I was going to get you for your birthday. Damn it. Where did it go?
I swear I only ever see good birthday gift presents ideas for people when it's nowhere near their birthday. And then when it gets near people's birthdays, I'm like, what the fuck do I get them?
Yeah. Ooh, I'm the same. I try to write like a list of gift ideas. And then, half the time it's, oh, I now can't find that thing again.
Yeah.
Like, but buying gifts so far in advance just also seems silly to me because I will forget they exist. I'll forget that I've done it. Like, exactly. I had a Christmas gift that I bought for Chris that I completely forgot about, and I'd put it on a shelf out of the way. He came and visited me once, and then it was only after he left that visit I was like, oh, I've just seen that thing that I was going to give you in the corner of my room. Oops.
Yeah, I never buy things more than like a month in advance most of the time. So like, I always forget.
In your defense, I was in another country. Yeah, but yeah. That's what I get for doing things in advance.
How dare you be prepared?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I had something that I was meant to give Mia for like 3 months at one point. She kept coming and I kept forgetting to give it to her. I can't even remember what it was now. But I remember there was something in particular that I had that I was meant to give her. Every time she visited, I just kept forgetting to give it to her, and I ended up giving it to her like 6 months later. Do do.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Looks okay.
I feel like it's too bright.
I just heard Cal sneeze from the other room. That was a very loud sneeze.
Was it a full-on man sneeze?
Yeah, but it was like a...
Ha! Or a dad sneeze, specifically. How dare you be prepared? You should just rock up to things an hour late, like everyone has this week for you. Yeah, right? Actually, at Dad. That's twice this week. Someone's been an hour late for something we have planned. First one because man's alarm didn't go off. Terrible excuse. Second one because he forgot. Also terrible excuse. When we talked about it yesterday. I have a feeling like bad luck comes in threes or whatever, right? Like who is next going to be an hour late to something for me this week? Because they are going to feel my goddamn wrath.
Should I be late? Should I be late to craft an inn for you just to like stop it being anything worse?
I'd maybe accept that. That's not so bad. If any of my D&D players are an hour late, that's when I'm really going to go off. That's what I'm like. If it's that'll be it. That'll be the straw. It's going to be someone on Sunday. It better bloody not be. Better bloody not be. Don't say that because it's going to be me. Well, just be prepared to feel my wrath, Chris. I will say. Wrath.
Are you playing in person?
Yeah.
Slay.
Can't wait. Actually can't wait. What is this random layer here? Why? What layer is this?
Well, isn't it like you get 3 bits of bad luck, but then you also get 3 bits of good luck?
Well, where's my good luck?
Well, it will come. That's the idea. It'll happen. Did I tell you about what happened when I spilled hot chocolate all over my car?
No.
So it was like the day before my birthday party, right? And I went to Costa because Costa gives you like a free birthday treat. So I was like, okay, I gotta go get my free birthday treat. So I got a muffin. But I also got a hot chocolate and some mac and cheese because I freaking love the Costa mac and cheese. It's so good. Even though it's really overpriced, I can't help but buy it. So me and Cal, we went in the car. We went to the Hobbycraft to get my balloons for my birthday. And then we popped into Costa while they were doing the balloons. I got my mac and cheese. I had my mac and cheese and my muffin in one hand. I had my hot chocolate in the other hand. And I got to the car and my keys were in my pocket. So I was like, right, I've got to put something down. So like a fucking idiot, I put the hot chocolate on top of the car for 2 fucking seconds while I opened the door and put my mac and cheese and my muffin down on the chair. In that 2 seconds, the cup falls down, spills all over the side of my car, all over me, all over the inside of the car because the car door was open. It just went everywhere. So then I burst into tears. And Cal was like, do you want me to go in and ask if you can get a refill because you spilled it? And I was like, yeah, because I'm too embarrassed to go in myself. So Cal went in and got me a refill of the hot chocolate at least. So that was okay. Because I was mainly just sad about because also, not only did I have a free treat, but I'd also got a free drink from Costa because I'd saved up my beans on the Costa app. So that drink was also free. So it was even more upsetting to spill the free drink. So I just burst into tears, and Carl went in and got me another one, and luckily they gave me another one without like making me pay for it, and that made it better. But what's more annoying, right, is I'm a lazy piece of shit, right, and I can't be bothered to clean my car myself. So I was like, I also don't want to talk to anyone. So I was like, I'm just going to go to one of those drive-through car washes, and hopefully that will clean the massive hot chocolate stain off the side of my car. So I went, and you know what, Carson's the name of my car. Carson hasn't been cleaned in quite a while, so I thought I'd treat him, and I paid for the premium wash, £15 for the premium wash. Guess fucking what? It didn't get rid of the fucking hot chocolate stain on the side of the car. It's still there.
Didn't it? Oh.
Fuming.
Oh dear.
Fuming.
Well, speaking of spilling things in cars and the appropriate image on screen currently. So when I go to my D&D session, my in-person session on Sunday mornings, I normally get a meal deal. Because we play at someone's house now. So I tend to stop off at Tesco and get myself a monster and a sandwich and a snack. Perfect goodies for your D&D sesh. And normally I crack open the monster right away, put it in my little cup holder, and off I go. I think, what was this, 3 weeks ago, I was driving there, and the owner of the house was going to pick up the DM because his normal lift wasn't there that session. And he was coming the other way, as I was maybe driving a tad bit too fast down this residential road, and we both sort of had to swerve a little bit to avoid each other, and I was about to flip him off until I saw who it was behind the wheel. I was like, oh no, because I had to like hit the curb. And the most tragic part was when I pulled up to his house, I go to grab my monster, and it's empty. I'm like, what? And I look over to the side of my seat, and it's all within the footwell on the side of my car. So that ruined my session. That's it. No caffeine. I'm not going to be awake for this session. Bit upset about that.
Yeah.
And then the next week,
oh no,
it happened again. This time he wasn't even coming the other way. It's just this particular corner on the literally the same road. It's like a really steep hill on a corner. And I guess I hit it too quickly. And again, my monster spills over the entire side of my car.
Oh my god.
This time I tried to catch it, but I couldn't. And it was even more full, and it just went fucking everywhere, and the whole can was gone. At least the first time I got a good third of it. This one I had probably 2 sips. But literally 2 weeks in a row, going to the same D&D session on the same fucking road, did I spill my monster all over my passenger seat.
I forgot as well, right?
Tragic tale.
There's a third part to my story.
I learned my lesson, and I didn't open it until I got there.
No, there's a third part to my story as well. I completely forgot. So that day when I bought the muffin, right? After we got back from Costa, I left the muffin in the car like an idiot. I forgot that I had the muffin. I left it in the car. So then when I went to work later that evening, I got my muffin out. I was like, oh, exciting. I'm going to eat it on the way to work. Put it on the passenger seat. Fucking falls over. And because it had been in the car all day and it's fucking boiling, it had melted a little bit. So now there's also melted chocolate on the passenger seat, as well as hot chocolate covering a good portion of my driver's seat. And also I noticed it's on the wheel as well. It's just everywhere. My car is just covered in chocolate. It's just terrible. I had that the other day as well. I went through the car wash and it didn't fully clean my car. Yeah, I don't understand. How is it so difficult?
I think those automated ones are just not as good as they look. It's a fun little experience, but humans do it so much better.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to just go out there and actually do it myself, which actually upsets me.
Or
Cannot
take
be
it to one
fucked.
like the ones you get at like supermarkets where you just pull in and they'll do it while you go do your shop. I feel like they're the
Yeah,
most efficient ones. And like a human will
probably.
actually do it properly. I think I need to hoover the inside of my car.
But I kind of need the inside
Oh,
cleaned
and
as
Ash
well
discovered
because
it.
of all the chocolate on the
Got a load of
inside of the
bird
car
shit.
too. That's the problem. It looks like someone shat all over my car. I can't lie to you.
You can tell we're siblings, like, because both of our cars are just sticky. Like, yours is covered in hot chocolate, mine's covered in Monster. Which sister are you? Tag yourself.
What liquid is your car covered in?
Oh dear. Car wash is a surprising example of why AI can't take human jobs. Yeah, there you go.
To be fair as well, it wasn't just chocolate that my car was covered in. I also parked my car under a tree like 2 days later, so my car was covered in chocolate and leaves. So I got the leaves off at least, but there was still chocolate on the side. Mine is probably both real.
Okay, do we think that's got enough contrast? I feel like I could... Wait, let me put it. The sticker would be about this big in person, in terms of scale to me on my screen, which is actually not... probably looks a bit bigger on stream, right, if I put it like... Oh, there's a bit of a delay. The sticker will be about that big.
Yeah.
For you guys. I feel like I can read that a lot better now.
I agree.
Alright, that's another one done.
I'm bashing them out
feel
today.
like this one maybe needs a bit more contrast. I don't know.
I don't think so. I
feel like maybe the text could be darker.
Possibly. Yeah, the freaking balloons that I bought for my birthday, they told us in the shop, they were like, when are these for? And I was like, they're for tomorrow, because this was like the day before my party that I went and got them. She was like, oh, well, we only guarantee that they'll stay up for 48 hours, and for 24 hours. I was like, oh, I'm sure they'll be fine, like, tomorrow, they'll last a day. This was what, like the 10th of May? They were still up yesterday. I took them down finally because I was like, they've just been in my living room for like 3 weeks now. They were still flying high.
Yeah, helium balloons last like a good week at least, I find.
Yeah, so I don't know why they were saying that they only last a day.
Maybe it's a case of like they assume something will happen to them more than anything else.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, we'll go back to this one. I'm happy with how this little ink pot came out. I quite like the ink pot. I think that one looks cute.
6, 28, 30. Perfect.
Mine's bird poo on the outside. Yeah, I got a bit... I had my windows cleaned the other week because there was a concerning bit of like mold on the outside of the bathroom window, so we got them cleaned. But obviously they did the whole house, and then like the day after, a bird shit on the outside of my window.
Classic.
Yeah. I just realized, in case anyone accuses of using AI to make your stickers, drawings, etc., you can just refer them to your streams. Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Also, I can
almost
just
all of our stickers have been designed on stream.
Yeah, I could just play the Procreate recording as well.
Maybe the videos for our sticker things should just be the like Procreate recording. To be like, we did this ourselves, promise.
Yeah, I mean, I keep saying this. I'll eventually do some TikToks with the recording and like talk about it as well. But it's just getting my ass to actually do it. That's the problem.
Ba-ba-dum. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I don't know when I'm gonna bleach my hair, bro. I asked my friend Ellen if she's free to help me.
Bleach mine too. I really need to do my roots. My roots are really long now, and I don't mind a little bit of roots. But it's when it gets to the point that the hair obviously grows so unevenly, it looks greasy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if my hair's clean, it still looks greasy. But that's just because my roots are like uneven and too long.
Yeah. Yeah, my roots are really long. Problem is, I can't do it myself without help because I'm doing the back of my head. I asked my friend Ellen if she's free tomorrow or Saturday to help me. She says she's not, and now I don't know what to do because I'm busy Sunday. And then Monday, I've got to do my exams. And then Tuesday, they're online. I'm not fussed about them. They're open book.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm not stressed.
Good.
And then Tuesday, I've got to pack and go up to Mum and Dad's for Paris on Wednesday. So I just don't have time. It's got to be done either tomorrow or Saturday.
Or today?
I guess I could do it tonight, but... yeah, I don't know. I got work after this, and then it's late. I guess I could do it tonight. Depends if Cal will help me. I might have to force Cal to help me. Against his will.
Need to do mine. I don't know what it is. It's one of those things, like, I always feel so much better and, like, I feel more confident in myself whenever I, like, do it fresh. I'm like, oh, I don't hate myself as much as I thought when I look in the mirror. Like, I always get so much joy out of fresh hair. Yeah. It just is a real confidence boost, but I just, does my brain also put it off all the time?
Yeah, real.
For as long as possible.
Well, I normally have to have something happening that, like, forces me to bother doing it. Like, the fact that I'm going to Paris and I know I'm going to be taking lots of pictures in Paris, I'm like, okay, I want my hair to be fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally just need some kind of actual big thing happening to force me to do it.
Yeah, good external motivator. It's the same for me cleaning the house at the moment. Like, I really need to catch up with my dishes and tidy the living room. I did a bit of tidying in here yesterday when I was doing some crafting. And then while my crafts were cooking in the oven, I cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, I really need to tidy downstairs very much. It's just I don't spend a lot of time downstairs that much. Like, honestly, when I'm just chilling myself, I'll usually be at the PC unless I'm binge watching something or like I'm in the middle of watching. Then I'll spend a lot of time downstairs. But
yeah, I barely spend time in my living room. Like, my birthday decorations had been up for like 3 weeks, and I only took them all down last night because I was like, okay, I think it's finally time. Also, they were starting to fall down. Like, the happy birthday on the wall was falling down, and I was just like, okay. Yeah. And the balloons were all starting to, like, deflate a little bit. They were just looking a bit sad. So I was like, okay, it's time. But I've kept them all, and I kept all of the confetti that was inside the balloons, and I'm gonna craft with them.
Oh, that's cool.
Even if it's just to put them in scrapbook eventually, when I eventually scrapbook. I think I want to do some scrapbooking over summer.
I want to catch up with my scrapbook, actually. I was flicking through my old one the other day. And it's always bittersweet because sometimes obviously you'll have pages of scrapbooks that are like of memories of people that are not in your life anymore. But honestly, I think like I have so much joy out of making the page, and even if like some of those pages I'm like, I just really like the composition of like what I've done here and like I don't want to get rid of this. Like, even though these memories are kind of painful to look at, it's kind of bittersweet in a sense of like, but like at the time this did mean a lot to me. Yeah. I don't have the heart to rip out any of the pages. No, because that was my life at that point.
I've got an empty scrapbook that I just like haven't touched. There's like it's like a massive one as well. It's one of the like bigger black page ones. And I it's just been sat on my shelf for years. Like I bought it years ago. And I feel like I need to start scrapbooking some of my more recent adventures.
I would be absolutely down to do a scrapbook stream.
Scrapbook
I don't think I'd
club?
want to put like, yeah, scrapbook club.
Oh my god, it's been so long since we've reunited Scrapbook Club.
Right? Exactly. I wouldn't want to put any pictures of friends' faces on there without their consent and such, but I feel like I could definitely yap for a while about how I build my pages and like the things I use and like doing little fun techniques and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be very down to do that.
Yeah, I want to do some scrapbooking over summer. We need to have some scrapbooking sessions.
Yeah.
Okay, I just done that wrong again. I'm pretty sure I went back and then did the exact same incorrect stitch. In that one. Yo, Spacey, thank you for the follow, bro. Welcome in.
Thank you so much. Oh, I keep forgetting I need to put myself in mod mode when I watch so I can actually see these notifications because I'm like, oh, every time they pop up if I don't catch it on the screen.
Hello. Hello, Spaceman. How's it going?
Howdy do.
Do 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 do. Do do.
Don't know how I feel about how I'm doing this. I feel like I'm just winging the shading on this one. I don't really know where it's going.
That's okay.
Ooh.
Do do do. Oh my god, I've done it wrong again. Becca, get it together. That one.
It's going good. Just got back from the orthodontist and got my retainer. No more brace face. Hell yeah.
Slay!
Congratulations.
Wait, did you actually like get your braces off today? That's so slay. You've had them for so long.
I was told by my orthodontist that my teeth moved like butter, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, because it means I didn't have my braces on for very long, but it also means I was susceptible to them potentially moving back. Which I don't think they have, but I have like a little wire behind my teeth still that's just been there since, which is very annoying. A couple times I've had to have that fixed because it's sort of like come up on the side and then it like pokes me in the mouth. Horrible.
Got them off Monday, 5 years with them. Holy heck. Yeah, that is a long time.
5 years? That's crazy. I had mine for like a year and a half, I think. But like I said, I think that was unusually quick. Teeth pain is the worst as well. Like braces being tightened, don't recommend.
Yeah, I never had braces, but I wanted braces when like I was at that kind of age where everyone was getting them, because I was like, my teeth are not straight, but the orthodontist was like, yeah, they're not straight, but they're not wonky enough for you to get braces, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's a good thing though.
But like they are wonky though.
My teeth were so bad. I will draw a rough image of what mine looked like because it was bad. So, you know how like you have your pointy teeth, your incisors, I want to say.
I have no idea, but yeah.
And then what, like you have like 4 here or whatever. These teeth, I looked like a genuine vampire because these teeth were like really far forward. Like they looked fully like this image. Like my teeth were like this.
I feel like I don't remember you pre-braces. Like I don't remember what they look like.
I think the only picture I have of pre-braces I took on Mum's DSi. So if you ever crack that bad boy out, that's I think the last picture of my.
I wonder if it still works. Does she still have that DSi? My DS Lite doesn't work anymore.
Really? Oh
yeah. My 3DS works, but my DS Lite doesn't. So I don't know if Mum's DSi works still. But yeah, my DS Lite just doesn't turn on anymore. It's really sad.
Aww, that is actually tragic.
Yeah, I'm not getting rid of it though.
I'm
literally can see it right now. It's over on my shelf.
I have been getting the itch to play a Fire Emblem game recently. I've been kind of tempted to crack out my DS, but it's one of those games that I know when I get back into it, I'm not going to get out of it again until I finish.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be like another like 50 hours that I'm gonna like sink into a game I played before.
They asked me if I wanted a wire. I said no. I just wanted the retainer so I can take them off. Yeah, that's fair. Wait, so George, did you
get
have a
asked
retainer?
for consent? Oh yeah, but I barely wore that thing. I know someone that still wears their retainer like every
10
night,
years later.
and they got that like 10 years later. Yeah, I think that's mad. You're apparently you're supposed to wear it forevermore, but my teeth are fine. My teeth are fine. My teeth are still very straight. Perhaps they're yellowing a bit now with age, which I've been potentially looking into some teeth whitening stuff, but I think they haven't moved.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the problem I have with my teeth is especially the bottom ones, because they kind of like overlap with each other a little bit. Like one of them is basically sideways at the bottom.
Oh.
And so because of that, they get like food stuck between them quite often, and like it's hard to floss those teeth. So that's my problem, and I want braces for that reason. I think when I'm rich, I'm probably gonna end up getting Invisalign and just like straightening them, but that's later on down the line when I'm richer, because Invisalign's fucking expensive. Or Invisalign, if you want to sponsor me, hi, hello, I would love to work with you. That would be great. Invisalign sponsorship is a dream sponsorship, to be honest.
I feel like you need to be your face on camera and put your teeth up and be like
a bit more, yeah.
Invisalign,
like, please.
Show them why.
Yeah. I don't know how I've ended up with too many stitches here. But
it's cool that they gave you the option for the wire, though. I didn't get an option. They just put it in. I feel like I would have said no.
Braces were awful. Oh my god, so painful. I didn't wear my retainer often enough because sensory issues. So some of my teeth moved back. Yeah. I think if you're able to be consistent with it, good on you, but I probably wouldn't, knowing me.
Yeah. No, not me.
But yeah, I guess if it's one of those things that you just get into the habit of putting it in every night before bed, then you don't really think about it anymore. But I can't see myself being that kind of person if I had braces and had a retainer. I broke my retainer in my sleep because I tried to eat it. Oh my god. That was so funny.
I swallowed one of my teeth once when I lost a tooth. Oh. I had a wobbly tooth, woke up, gone.
Did you shit it out again?
Not that I can remember, no.
So it's probably still in you.
Yeah.
No, realistically.
They x-ray my stomach when I'm died and there's still just a tooth chilling there. Can you imagine? The tooth fairy hates me.
The tooth fairy's so mad. You're in debt to the tooth fairy, bro.
I am. Oh, a little tooth fairy print could be cute, actually.
I was dreaming I was in Asda after it closed overnight and was eating all the crisp IRL. I was actually crunching my retainer. Oh my god, that's so funny. That's brilliant. True story, I believe you. That's so funny.
Why is this just coming out so much darker? I'm not on a multiply layer. What is going on? Oh, unless. Yeah, okay. Windmill. Mother, that does not count. What windmill?
Where? Literally can't see it. Stop texting and driving.
Yeah. I wonder if there's an app we can install on Mum's phone that if it detects her car moving, the screen just freezes.
It's like
That
a
would be
child
good.
lock, but for Mum in the car.
Yeah. It'd be a good safety measure.
Wouldn't being in debt to the tooth fairy mean you scammed her out of a tooth after she paid you? Yeah, did she pay you? Without the tooth?
I don't remember.
I would still say if like you had a tooth fall out and you didn't give it to her, that's like being in debt to the tooth fairy because she wants that tooth. The phone automatically calls the police on you. Yeah. Anytime Mum touches her phone in the car, just automatically calls the police and turns her in.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Maybe you didn't shit it out because she flew down your throat to breathe it. What a sentence. That's a sentence that's never been said.
I'm imagining a tooth fairy in cave diving. See, I'm imagining a tooth fairy that's like this big, in which case I feel like you'd notice her flying down your throat. Maybe she'd have to be a bit smaller than that. You just wake up and you're just choking on a fairy.
This.
Oh, it reminds me when I was staying at Mia's over the weekend. There was I was sleeping on the sofa and there was a fucking fly in the living room, and I kept getting woken up by him trying to crawl in my mouth.
Oh.
Like I literally,
what the fuck?
like I felt him land right next to my mouth, and it woke me up. I was like, "Fuck off! You're not going in my mouth while I sleep, little shit."
Oh, separate topic, by the way. How do we think about the new Twitch thumbnails? I fucking personally hate the new art one. Have you looked at the new category images?
No. Wait.
Go to Twitch, go to categories, look at the new one for art. It used to be this really beautiful illustrated piece of
Why is it just
pink
like
woman.
A frame with a mountain and the word art. Full stop.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. It's awful.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't like that.
Yeah. Apparently there's a few others that have been changed. I think like the beauty category has changed. Baking's changed. And some other stuff. And apparently it's AI as well.
Wait, there's a makers and crafting category? Should we be in that? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Not the word art of the word art, right? It's just awful. Give us back actual art, please.
Yeah.
What was wrong with the previous ones as well? Why did they need to change them?
I don't know.
I think this does look right.
Joking on a Fairy sounds like the books I'm reading. Bro!
Hey! What books are that? Perchance. Should...
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. I feel like I would enjoy those kind of books. I'm not a big reader. That's the only thing.
I'm trying to become a reader again. I've read 1.5 books this year. It's going slowly.
Though to be fair, I have been reading a book this year. Wild Beyond the Witchlight, a D&D adventure. That's the only thing I have been reading.
ACOTAR series? I didn't think that was fairies, is it? I have heard that book, but those books are very spicy. Do, do, do. Yeah, I'm trying to get through Maze Runner still. I read a few chapters last night. I'm trying to read like 5 chapters a night because the chapters are only like 3 pages most of the time. They're really short chapters. And there's like 72 chapters in the book. And I'm on like 30 now. But I've only been reading it the last few nights and going slowly. But I've still got 2 more Maze Runner books. Technically 4 more Maze Runner books, but the other 2 are a lot shorter. And they're like a spin-off series. So I might go Hunger Games first before I go read that spin-off series. I don't know. But I want to read the original Hunger Games trilogy before the new Hunger Games book comes out. Book? Movie. I've read the book. That book, though, got me back into wanting to read again. Sunrise on the Reaping. Oh my fucking god, that book was incredible. Recommend it. Yeah, it's like the face, so not like tiny little fairies with pretty wings, more like sexy men with bat wings. Ah, I mean, still sounds slay.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe I should read it for research for my D&D campaign, which is set in the Feywild. Maybe. I have been drawing pretty I'm going to be hopefully doing some fairy prints if anyone's not seen them so far. We've got a little I'm doing flower fairies, so a little grape hyacinth girly, and then doing a dandelion fairy dude.
Very slay.
Not a dandelion, daffodil.
I love how the petals are covering up the nipples.
Yeah.
Tastefully placed petals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think I could. I just haven't really drawn many shirtless men, so I'm a bit worried about getting to the shading on that one. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Nerdy.
Thank you for the hydrate. Lovely. I recommend it to everyone. Yeah, it's one of those ones that, like, once I've gotten through the current books that I'm trying to get myself through, then it will probably be up there in the one in like a series to try out. But I've got like quite a few books that I want to get through at the moment that I've been bought for, that people have bought for me recently, or I've bought for myself, that I'm like, I want to get through them.
Oh, that's the point. I need to finish reading the Apollo Rick Riordan series because I was really enjoying that. That was bought as a gift. I should really get around to doing. This is so good because it's written from basically it's Apollo is like fallen down to Earth. He doesn't really know why, but he's a character that's so up himself, and it's such a funny read. Like his internal monologue is basically him being like, normally I would say this incredibly condescending, offensive thing, but instead I held myself back and I said, which was only mildly less condescending. It's just so funny.
Yeah, I think I'm also struggling because I'm on the 3rd Maze Runner book right now, which is, I mean, I've seen the movies, so I roughly know what happens, and it's my favorite character's gonna die soon, and I'm not ready for it. I know that they're gonna die because I've seen the movie. The OG Hunger Games are so good. I know, yes, and I need to read them. I've read the 2 prequel books, but I've not read the actual trilogy. I've read them in the complete wrong order. I've actually read them timeline chronologically instead of when they came out, which is a sin in many people's eyes. But I've seen the movies and I'm so obsessed with the movies that, like, I've watched so many videos on, like, things you missed from the books. So I personally feel like reading the Hunger Games prequels, as long as you've seen the movies, it's fine. You don't have to have read the trilogy first. I feel like I understood them. But maybe I'll give them a reread after I've finished the trilogy and see if they hit any different. We'll see. But
I feel like reading chronologically isn't really a sin, honestly.
well, it's because I'm reading prequels before the actual original trilogy, but I've seen the movies, so like I still know what happens in the original trilogy, you know? Like when characters from the original trilogy turn up in the prequels, I'm still like, "Oh my god, it's them." You know? Maybe I'm missing some more subtle stuff, I don't know, but I feel like I'm still getting like that like nostalgia from the movies, you know?
I feel like a prequel shouldn't really reference this sequel too much, though, in a way that you shouldn't understand without having like it's supposed to come first. Like, obviously, if characters come up, that's obviously a fan service thing. But like, I feel like if you read a prequel book before you like, I feel like it should be written in a way that it should still be perfectly sensible.
Yeah. I agree, and I think both of the prequel books for Hunger Games, they have their own message to them and their own like story, but I think it's also like obviously it hits different knowing how things ended, like because obviously Sunrise on the Reaping, you know, is written 25 years before the Hunger Games trilogy, and so there's sort of, without spoiling too much, there's sort of the startings of rebellion that don't work out as they do in the final trilogy, if that makes sense. So there's kind of references in that sense to like, Katniss did the same thing, but it worked for her, you know? And things like that. And it's like, it's interesting as well, because obviously when we get to like the 75th Hunger Games, things are very like commercialized and planned out and like everything, and not much goes wrong before the games start. But in both the prequel books, because the Hunger Games are more of a new concept, shit goes wrong. Without spoiling too much. And when you know the context of they don't go wrong in the later books, I feel like it hits different. But again, I've seen the movies. I've not even read the books. I'm just saying this from having seen the movies and reading the prequel books after seeing the movies. So I do just think, as long as you've seen the movies, I think you can read the prequel books and you'll still get like enjoyment out of them. I wouldn't recommend going into the prequel books having not even seen the Hunger Games movies, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you would be missing some of the like deeper meaning behind shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots of like parallels in the story is what I mean, I guess. That you might miss out on if you haven't like seen the other movies or read the other books.
Yeah.
Have you still not seen the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes movie?
Nope.
Oh, we so need to watch that together when we do our next crafting sesh, I think. It's so
do I have
good.
A choice?
No.
Didn't think so.
No. Well, usually that's our time to show each other movies and shows that the other person's not seen. So
true. Oh, if I hadn't just finished watching, I'd make you watch What We Do in the Shadows. It's very much not the colour of my pencil. Why is it? Huh? Oh, it's the layer above. Yeah.
Ta-da.
No.
Thin. Should I just do the flower now? Because we don't have too much time left. I probably should. Just finish him.
Might as well. Yeah.
There's no point starting in a whole new lily pad.
Yeah, it depends how many you're wanting to get finished before.
Well, I have one on my shelf already, so I can give you 2 if I finish this one. Which should be fine.
Yeah.
Did I put the other thingy away? I did. Oh, I'm so excited for freaking Hunger Games movie. I can't stop thinking about it, man. Why has it got to be a whole freaking year away? It's not coming out until November next year, 2026.
Oof.
So long away. It's so good. I'm so excited. And they've announced most of the cast now, and it looks so good. The budget for the cast, they have not held back. Oh my fucking god. I'm really hoping, because the epilogue at the end of the book has Katniss, Peter, and Haymitch, and it's like after, it's like a flash forward to after 75th Hunger Games and like the events of Mockingjay and everything. And I'm really hoping they bring back Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson and Woody Harrelson for the epilogue. I'll be so excited. They've all said in interviews before that if they ever got the chance to play those characters again, they would love to. So, make it happen.
Oh, in that case, if the actors are down to do it, they probably will have done, right?
Yeah. They've got to. But they also better keep it a fucking secret. I better not find out until I'm sat in the cinema and I see it. Right, ends have been weaved. Now to make flower. What I like about Suzanne Collins is she won't write a book unless she has something to say, and it shows. Yes, exactly. Like, oh, I love all of the things I've been saying about people being like, because you know when Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes came out and everyone was kind of thirsting over the guy that played young Snow because he was hot, and like people were making like thirst trap edits and stuff on TikTok of the actor because he was so hot. But then everyone else was like, guys, this is Snow we're talking about. He is objectively a terrible person who becomes people a dictator and kills many people. Let's maybe stop acting like he's hot. I mean, the actor's hot, but like the character, come on, guys. I mean, Smash, I can fix him. No! And people keep saying that the new Sunrise on the Reaping book is specifically targeted to all the people that made snow thirst traps to punish them. I keep seeing videos of people being like, I'm so sorry I liked that snow thirst trap. I'll never do it again, I promise, Suzanne Collins. Don't hurt me like this again. We all love a bad boy. Yes, exactly. You'd maybe like the book Powerless, Becca. I'm listening to it at the moment. It's very much Hunger Games inspired. Ooh. Yeah. Probably then. But yeah, I mean, the guy that has been cast as Haymitch as well. Slay. I fear we're gonna get thirst traps of him as well. But it's okay at least with him, because at least he's not a bad guy. At least he's not a literal dictator that kills thousands of people.
I mean, he's a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy.
I think, as well, the movie made him seem less bad, if anything. When you read the book, you get an insight into the way he thinks, and fucking hell, he thinks like a fucking manipulator. You know? Like, he'll be talking to his friend and he'll be like, I fucking hate this guy. Why am I friends with him? It's like, and then he'll say something really nice, and it's like, bro, you hate this guy. Why are you being nice to him? Just stop being friends with someone you don't like. And it's like the way he talks about Lucy Gray is like so, like he feels like he owns her. It's disgusting. But it's kind of like You-esque, like that series where people like.
I thought you meant me. I was like, no, fuck.
No, the show on Netflix. No, like I love
I get it.
A show where you are from the perspective of the bad guy. I find them so fascinating.
Yes.
Like You,
me too.
Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Death Note, those kind of things. interesting shit.
I love seeing into the mind of the villain and like
seeing the way they think,
twisted like justifications for things and stuff. Because I feel like that's the question we always want to know, right? Like the people that are bad to us in our lives, you want to know what the fuck were you thinking? Like what was going through your head that made you think that this was okay? And I think that's what's so interesting about it, right? Like seeing their thought processes and I need to. Is you finished or is there?
Yeah. The final season is the end.
Okay, I think I might rewatch it then.
Yeah, you should
watch the final season because I think I watched part 1 of the previous season or whatever. But
yeah, I think
part 2 or something.
Season 4 was kind of the worst season. I can't lie. I think still worth getting through it just so you know the context of season 5. But yeah, I didn't really like season 4. Overall, I didn't like how they ended it. It was an interesting concept. It was more like murder mystery-esque, but there was a twist at the end that I didn't like, that I can't say without spoiling, so just watch it and then we'll talk about it.
I will eventually. Maybe it's time to resubscribe to Netflix for a month and just binge it.
Yeah, do it. Well, Squid Game is coming out in like a month, so maybe do it then so you can watch Squid Game as well.
Ooh, good idea.
Wait,
I think I don't know if Last of Us season 2 is finished yet. I think it might be finished. I need to watch the last few episodes of that.
Yeah, Squid Game's coming out July 27th. Oh, and Wednesday season 2 is also coming out August, September.
Yo, they're actually finally doing it?
Yeah.
Is it going to be on Netflix though? I heard that
I think so.
A lot of acquisition-y thingy complications or whatever. And that it might not have been on Netflix or something.
Well, it was a Netflix original, so I assumed it would be on Netflix, but maybe not. I don't know.
I can't remember what I heard. It was something like new director or new something was going to be majorly different, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's going to be shit."
Yeah, no, they're quite far apart though. So yeah, I'd say maybe get it at like beginning of July, and then you can squeeze Squid Game in there when Squid Game comes out.
Yeah,
I'm excited because I'm going to be cat-sitting the cats again when the Squid Game season 3 comes out. So, and when I binge watched season 2 for the first time, I had the cats with me, and I sat in the living room and watched it in the living room with the cats because I didn't want to watch it by myself because scary show.
Aww.
And I'm going to get to watch it with the cats again. That's so exciting.
Aww. Blessed.
Bro, they kept me company. Squid Game stresses me out. It's like, it's not a horror, but like, it's fucking horrifying, you know?
It's a thriller.
It's a thriller, yeah. So, and I'm a coward with these things, so...
You're just a baby.
I'm just a baby. I need someone to watch Squid Game with me. I tried to get Cal to watch it with me, but he wouldn't, so I had to watch it by myself.
I was going to say you should watch The Last of Us as well. You might enjoy that. But it's also scary. Maybe you need the cats for that one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because the cats kept sitting in front of the screen as well. It was quite funny. I have some pictures of them just sitting in front of the TV while I was trying to watch. It's like they're trying to shield me from it. They knew I was stressed. I fear I may have accidentally allowed space for a 7th petal here, and I don't know if I should just add a 7th petal. I mean, there's no harm, but I'm worried there might be a gap if I don't. I don't know. No, I'm not going to add one. Yeah, I started writing down all the like movies and shows and stuff coming out this year because I feel like there's a lot coming out soon. So I've made a note on my phone. There's also the freaking FNAF movie coming out later this year. I'm excited for that. Second FNAF movie.
I did not know you were a FNAF head, I'll be honest.
I'm not really, but I liked I watched the movie and it was good, so.
Well, it's coming to Dead by Daylight. It's currently on the PTB. Springtrap is the new killer. and they've got a whole FNAF map, which looks pretty good actually. Like when you finish one of the generators, the like the animatronics start dancing.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I mean, I used to watch the like FNAF lore stuff that Game Theory made, but I never. It's not like I watched them like religiously and memorized all the lore. Like I watched them like all the way through once or twice and then forgot it all, like I always do. So like, I roughly know the lore, but not very well. But the movie had Josh Hutcherson in it. I had to watch it.
True.
Freaking icon, and the next one has Josh Hutcherson in it as well. So I need to see it. I'm excited. Also, Wicked Part 2, excited for that. That's also coming out this year. There's so many things coming out this year that I'm very excited for. The thing is, I actually don't remember what happens in the second part of Wicked. Like, I should know because I've seen it in the West End years ago. But I don't remember. So, excited to find out how it ends. I feel like I don't want to find out before, and I wanna experience it in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to remind myself how it ends.
I knew nothing about Wicked going in, but I enjoyed it.
I struggle to watch dubbed live action. Are you talking about Squid Game there? I'm a dubbed girly through and through. I feel like I don't really notice or care when dubbing is bad. Because I normally watch shows like in the background. Like I'll either be crocheting or I'll be like doing work while I'm watching stuff, and so I can't deal with subbed because I don't have the attention span.
Each their own. I can't watch dubs. It's the moving lips not matching to the words. I can't handle it. I am a subtitle girly. I have subtitles on when I watch English stuff in English. Like,
I just don't pay attention to things enough. Yeah, I think that's why. That's also low-key. Even though when we had that movie night, I was like, it wasn't dubbed. I was struggling even then because I felt like a lot of that movie was like fight scenes that I can't just listen to. If that makes sense. Yeah. And like I was in bed like closing my eyes and trying to just listen to the movie, and I was struggling to follow what was going on. So I think that's the reason I like struggled to follow that movie. I kind of tapped out like halfway through and gave up on paying attention because I got lost on what was happening.
I think that's where you and I differ then, because I was doing other stuff at the same time, but I still managed to follow it. Kids got chased. They escaped. Bad guy turned out to be even worse. They won. GG.
Happy ending, slay. Yeah.
All Ghibli films can say the same though. I'm kind of torn for the next movie night in my server, because the next Ghibli film is Grave of the Fireflies, and it's as sad as it sounds. I think it's quite long as well, if I remember, actually. Let me have a look.
Are you, like, going through them in order?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Is it, like, order of when they came out, or is there, like, interconnecting lore that I should know about?
No, it's just when they came out. They're all standalone films. Oh, no, it's only an hour and a half. But it's a good movie, but it's very sad. It's very much about Japan's perspective of the World War, which we all know how badly that went for them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to do it for a movie night, because it's not a very cheerful film.
I mean, you can always just skip it.
Yeah,
you don't have to do every single one.
But that was the plan. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put it to a poll on if people want to skip that one on it or not, because I can't remember what the one after that is. I think it's My Neighbor Totoro. I've
got to go for My Neighbor Totoro. I like that one. I think the only Ghibli films I've actually seen that I remember
Yeah, it
is like My Neighbor Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, and Kiki's Delivery Service. The rest of them, don't remember. I don't know if I've seen. There might be another one I've seen. What was the one about the tiny girl?
Arietti.
I've seen that as well.
Yeah. I'm excited for that one because that's very much my vibe. Pixies, fairies, little guys. Yeah. Though I feel like I remember being frustrated by the ending of that one because it wasn't a Disney happy ending. It was still a happy ending, but not like in a everything was great at the end kind of sense.
Yeah.
Princess Mononoke is my favorite, so yeah, same.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I can't remember if I've seen that one or not.
Princess Mononoke is brilliant. I've always wanted to do a princess. Oh, when we had Shiloh and Enya, I always wanted to do a Princess Mononoke cosplay because there's like she has two white wolves. Yeah, Princess Mononoke and House Moving Castle are my two faves, I think.
Yeah, I need to be joining in on these movie nights so I can have more of an opinion because I just don't really remember them that well. I think there's a lot of them that I haven't seen.
Well, I was thinking maybe putting a poll up about doing one next week.
Oh, well, that I probably can't join.
Maybe
I'll be oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette. The Lancelot of the Revolutionary Set. I came from afar just to say bonsoir to the king, car c'est toi who's the best. C'est moi. Sorry, I had to.
Well, that made me glad I'm not coming on this trip.
Anytime I hear anyone saying oui, I will be doing that.
Oh no.
Oui, oui.
Every time that first little scene of them running through the sky together shows off, I'm so enchanted and it's so beautiful. Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle's great. I remember the first time I watched Howl's Moving Castle, I didn't fully get it. But it is one of those ones that's like, oh, when you know how it ends, it makes more sense on the rewatch because of how it ends. Like, the beginning doesn't make as much sense. And, because of obviously the looping timeline. Yeah. But it's still like a really fun, whimsical film, even if you don't fully get it, IMO.
Yeah. I love little Calcifer. That's my nickname for Cal, because Calcifer.
Yes, it is! That's where I got that from! I forget, because obviously I have another friend, Cal, who streams. And occasionally I go to call him Calcifer, and I'm like, where have I got that from?
I forget it's not really a name that anyone actually uses. Oh my god, why can't I tighten this? What's happened?
I've kind of hit a roadblock with this one. I'm kind of stuck. So, are we finishing
Yeah,
up?
I'm struggling to tighten this. I need to do it again anyway. Yeah, we can end up, to be honest, because it's it's nearly time. Right, Comic-Con, saw a massive plushy Calcifer and I was so close to dropping £80 on it. Oh my god, you should have.
Oh, yeah.
As you should.
Absolutely.
It's like, well, these are my achievements of the day. We have Trinket Dish and we have Coaster. Which one do you prefer?
I think they're both cute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was watching it for the first
Big
time.
enough that you needed both arms? Hell yeah.
I was intending to draw while I watched, but just had to put everything down because I was mesmerized. Real.
Right.
Okay.
Happened to me with
Oh, go on, sorry.
What was the last one we watched? Laputa. I got really into it. I was supposed to do more work than I did. I did get some done, but
Slay. Well, we will not be back next week because I will be in Paris. So unless George wants to stream without me, I will not be here. I don't know about the following Thursday. Probably the following Thursday will be fine though. So yeah, thanks for joining us today, guys.
Yeah.
We will see you again soon. We're gonna raid Kiki. Let me start the raid.
Yeah. She is doing a super long 12-hour plus stream to celebrate 500 followers. So we're going to go over to her and say hello.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today, guys. See you
Yeah.
later.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for vibing.
Yeah. We had good chats today.
All the best.
Good, interesting chats. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.